Well, we're in December already. This one will air on the 5th. The year's flown by. C.S. Lewis said something interesting. We'll be discussing that tonight in service, but he said you cannot make men good by law. And without good men, you can't have a good society. That's very interesting. You would think that in our nation, with as many laws and rules that we have, or certainly look to other nations, such perhaps China, maybe North Korea or Russia, tremendous amount of restrictions that are placed upon them, Iran. You would think that they would have the best people in all the world. Truth is that the law will never produce good people. It may suppress people, but it will not produce good people. Now, God does it just the opposite. And by the way, I think it's interesting that this is the devil's tactic, is to think that we can make people good by legislation. It just doesn't work like that. God gives to us freely, and he expects us in Matthew 10:8 to give freely. God is merciful to us in Luke 6:36 and on, and he expects us to be merciful to others. God loves us, and he expects us to take the very same love that we've received from him and share it with others. We all know these things. We've been forgiven in Ephesians 4:32, so we forgive. God just freely gave himself, and he expects us to lay down our lives for others. And when we do that, we realize that there's this incredible freedom that we have. And also, and I want to close with this will be a brief one today, it produces an incredible amount of thanksgiving, recognition of the goodness of God, all that he's given us, not only on a material level, but spiritually through Jesus Christ. All of those blessings in Ephesians 1:3 that we have in him. Everything that's ours. Incredible gratitude. And we share that gratitude with others, and they respond in gratitude. I find it interesting that this is such a lacking part of our experience these days in our culture, that people are just simply not thankful. They have no sense of gratitude. I think it's because, in all honesty, they've lost touch with the God who gives us freely all things in Christ Jesus. And when you have a relationship with that, then you're not looking at what others have or don't have in terms of any kind of envy or jealousy. You're thankful to God for all that you have, and realizing that he's a good God. It's going to give abundantly. He's going to bless us. You're thankful for the things that he presents or provides you with. And even, by the way, as we've talked about in the past, in the midst of adversity, you're thankful for his presence in adversity, that there is a provision for you, that we're not left alone, we're not abandoned. God doesn't abandon us. We're not orphans in John 14:19. He'll not leave us alone. He's always with us. Well, that's something to be thankful for. And when we're thankful, we can be kind and gracious and merciful and forgiving to others. And they, in response, will learn what gratitude truly is. Gratitude is not being in a position where you're given something that you expected or wanted, or maybe you didn't expect it, but you got it. Gratitude is a heart attitude that's directed towards the kindness of others. One thing that has amazed me, and I'll close here, is how many of the homeless people that when we run into them, they're not thankful. There's no gratitude. they recognize their need, and they realize that there are those of us who have the means to help in whatever way we possibly can. But there's no sense, oftentimes, I'd say the majority of times, of gratitude. It's more of an expectation. Why? Because they don't know the God who gives us freely all things. And therefore, their heart is detached, unrelated to the one to whom we all are grateful and should be grateful to, the giver of all good things, and the one who has shown himself to us through Jesus Christ. I hope that as we enter into this month, it's not about what you're going to have under the tree or what you did or didn't get, but the recognition of the incredible blessings we have in Christ. And anything else we get is just an addition. It's simply an addition. It doesn't even begin to equal the blessing we have in Christ. Till next time, friends, God bless you.